Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first ever episode of my channel, Leo Chaplin Beneath the Flesh and Blood. Yep, this is my second channel, which actually will be focusing on things that I don't do, but actually who I am in real life. So, uh, why do I make this? Why did I make this channel? Firstly, is because that I do not have many friends, and secondly, is because I wish to practice the proper speaking of the English language, which is my favorite, aside from my mother mother tongue, Malay, bahasa Melayu. So here we go. Right, let's talk about the first topic just now of why I created this second channel of mine, and why I do not wish to just promote it using the first channel, Leo Chaplin. I will just let this channel live by itself, grow by itself, and of course back to the story why I do not have many friends. I used to have many friends, yep, but then I lost them one by one due to some factors. The first factor is due to changes that happen in our life, in my life and in my friend's life. You know, when we were schooling together in the same school or even in the same class, everybody is like just the same. We are being fed and supported by our parents, and we live as boys and girls, so we do not have any personal agenda or personal interest. Not to say do not have, maybe very less. So that is why we can grow up together and becoming like brothers, but then as time goes by, we have completed our own college years, and we earned our own career. We led a different life, and the way that we live is different from the way that we live during school time. So everybody changes. Now, why do I lose many friends? I think it's because that I am trying to be real and truth to myself, and not faking anything just for the sake of befriending somebody to get something, friends with interest. No, that's not me. I always like to live happily in my own way, and to me friends should be just friends. Let's say, for example, of course, yes, I admit that some or most of my friends are successful now. After they've had their college years, they have achieved many successful career, and surprisingly, they have changed from the nature of being simple during school time, talking about trees and leaves and birds and animals, and movies, and they have transformed into a human being that talks about materialistic things and financial, monetary. For example, every time we meet for coffee or celebrate Hari Raya together, they will ask like, where are you working now? How much are you making? How much do you pay for your house monthly? How much do you pay for your car? How much interest is the loan for your house? How many kids do you have? Why do you not have more children? You know, those kind of things that is quite sensitive, you know. I'm glad that they didn't ask me how much savings I have, because that would be too much. You know, sometimes when they ask me how much do you make as a clown, I mean, that is none of your business, right? For what reason do they ask this? Is it because if they know how much I make as a clown and it is more than what they earn as some managers in a big factory, they will quit their job and start to be a clown and be my competitors? I don't know. But what I know and I'm sure is this thing that they call wah mulut, okay, if translated to English is going to be called the fruit of mouth. You know, they will spread this thing saying that, hey, Leo makes how much per day as a clown, you know, this kind of things, you know. So this chain of reaction will continue to happen day by day when they meet each other. Okay, they will meet other persons than me, and then they will talk about me, and then when he when he chit chat with another friend, and then on another session with a different friend, he will talk about that friend. So this kind of stereotype, cliche things that is happening in my country now, or maybe in my group of races of my race, right? This is what they do, you know, because they have a good career, and then what they have to do each day is to just clock in, stay in their office, do a little bit of job like half an hour, complete it as fast as they can, so that they can surf the social media, and then they can join in any WhatsApp group to gossip another friend, you know, these kind of things that I believe is not a proper way to do. If you have signed and promised on your contract to the company that when you clock in you should work, and not like surfing Google or social media and wasting company's money in this way. All right, so back to the main story. I've lost friends due to the transformation that they had, being another type of human beings that I cannot bear to be, and not even bear to join furthermore. And as you know, as a Muslim practicing Islam, we are not allowed, we are forbidden to talk about other people in front of other people. You cannot spread rumors and gossips, because this is a sin, one of the biggest sin in Islam, which as equal as eating the flesh of the person that you were talking about, you were gossiping about. So this is not the way, right? And yeah, another thing that made me lost my long life friends is because I cannot accept their practice of hypocrisy. They are being hypocrite, you know. Let me give you a direct example, right? I used to own a car, very small car, when I was starting my family. So it was silver, you know, it was silver, and it was automatic gear, I mean. So one of these friend, like, right, he complained to me like, why did you choose silver as your car? It makes it looks like it's not a complete car, and it looks like a car that is still in the factory being made. And he asked me, why do you choose to have an automatic gear? you look like a sissy or a girl. We boys or men drives manual gears with joysticks or what gear knobs and things. But you know, after a few years, he himself bought a car, of course a bigger one, silver in color and with automatic gears. So I mean, they are like swallowing their own spit, you know, like swallowing their own vomit. The fact that they hated me for having a silver car with automatic gears, now he's doing it, and now he's saying that, oh, it's okay because maybe if I do it, it's okay, but if other people do it, it's shit. Oh, sorry, I'm not supposed to use this kind of language on YouTube, but I think that's the very last one that I'm gonna say about that. I'm gonna use other words to describe SHIT. Alright, so friends, so that is the second factor, or the second the second reason why I lost many friends: hypocrisy. Yeah. And then the third one, okay, the third one is quite hurting, you know. I have a friend that likes to complain about things. Let it be big things or small tiny things. He likes to complain, like for instance, if the waiter came attending him late on his table for him to put an order for his meals. So, and when the waiter brings the food, it's already cold, and if he asks the waiter to warm it up, the waiter would not do it. You know, those kind of silly small things, you know, that to me, what you should do is stop going to that place. You know, if you go to that place because you want to be economic and you know, because the place is cheap, then you cannot expect that the treatment or the service will be like a 5-star hotel, right? Okay, so that is the side topic. But the main topic here is the third reason why I lose my friends is I've been like their rubbish bin, where they dump their frustration and stress, everyday life's stress and frustration. I am his rubbish bin, you know, recycle bin, or what you may call it on your PC. So he will just call me or WhatsApp me just to say that, hey, this morning I had breakfast and the waiter is blah 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 blah. I want to say the S word again, but I don't want to. You know, it doesn't concern me. I mean, I'm trying to live a happy life, but why am I being a rubbish bin for so-called friends to dump their frustration on me? I mean, suck it in, you know, live your life. If that place gives you frustration, stop going there. That's it. Don't go and dump your frustration on me. My friend, I have my own life and I have my own frustration. So I deal with it myself, and I don't need other things to be dumped upon me. Silly things, you know. You can call me to have advice. For instance, hey, sorry, can I ask you for an advice? A waiter came to my table like 15 minutes late and I'm so hungry. What should I do? And then I will say like, stop going to that place. Firstly, I will ask, what is the main purpose of you going to that place? And if he says, because it's cheap, okay, or in a Chinese dialect, he will say, because it's cheap, lor, you know. So I will say like, okay, that's it, you know, how cheap can you go? You earn around 8,000 ringgit a month, and you can afford going to places with better services, which will satisfy your expectation. So you should go to those places, right? economy being cheap is not everything in this world, especially in this part of Asia. Everybody's trying to be cheap while having 4 digits or 5 digits, almost 5 digits salary, and you still goes to those places that gives you frustration. And you know, and back to the story is, if you ask for my advice, I will give you, but if you just tell me your problems and ask me to swallow that and adds up to my frustration on my own frustration in life, you are being evil, right? So what you do is live with it, and try to avoid those kind of places if you feel that it's frustrating, and that's it. Because I cannot help you if what you expect is not advice, but for me to agree that you shouted to that waiter because you were frustrated. Okay, you do not need my what you call that, agreement for me to say that, like, yes, you should shout at that waiter because he's late and he doesn't want to warm up your food. No, you should shout at him. No, you don't need that, because you are you. Whatever you do is due to your judgment on that exact point, whether you want to cool down, take it easy, or you want to shout on at the waiter. You don't need my verification or my approval. Yes, you don't need my approval that what you do is right and correct. No, you have your own judgment, because you are not 5 years old anymore. You are not a kid anymore, so you can do whatever you want and you do not need my approval, right? So I think that is took me about half an hour already, right? That's not bad for my first video. Oh, sorry about that beep, because I am reversing my car. This is what I do every day. Oh, I'm sorry about the sensors too. So what I do every day is, I will after my office hours, I will drive to my mom's place to take care of her and to bring her food. And yeah, that is basically what I do every day. I hope that I can memorize everything that I've said in this Leo Chaplin Beneath the Flesh and Blood channel, because I do not like to repeat things and it will bore you guys, right? Yeah, so I think this is long enough for a 360-degree video. The reason I make this video is also to for you to look at what's happening at this exact time and date and places that I go, because on my channel every episode I will include the location, or yeah, the rough location of where I'm going, and also the date and the time, and especially in Malaysia, Johor Bahru, so that if let's say that you need to know what happened at that time and that date in Johor Bahru, around the area that I've driven every day, there you are. This is also a good reference for you guys. Okay guys, until tomorrow, if I can make another video like this each day, then it's going to be successful. Not in terms of getting viewers and subscribers, but I wish I'm happy enough to be able to do videos every now and then. And life is not about what you see outside here and what you earn and what you own, you know. Life is about inside of the flesh and blood, just like the title of my channel. Okay guys, enjoy my second channel, and what will happen will happen. I will see you again another day, hopefully tomorrow. And till then, cheerio.